Well, today's game I think is going to be exciting because one, we are this is the Eagles. This is the Mali team coming up against a winless Black Stars team who are at the back of seven winless matches in their last seven games, which is very bad form. And I think against a team like um, Mali, who had a very good AFCON, coming from the backdrop of the fact that they were eliminated by La Cote d'Ivoire, who were the eventual winners, against a Ghana team who got kicked out even from the group stage. And in their last two games, their last two friendly games too, they lost to Nigeria 2-1 and drew 2-2 to Uganda. Having reappointed Otto into the foray, we are yet to see the impact Otto is going to make. There have been some surprises here and there, especially with the dropping of Andre Didayu. And there are even rumors of Jordan being dropped, but we are yet to confirm that. So even in today's game, in the match against Mali, I think the last time 2009, Mali and Ghana played in the World Cup qualifier, we beat them. If you look at the squad that we had back then, the likes of Isaac Bossa, Matthew Amwa, Kodra Sama, who even scored the first goal, his first goal, Matthew Amwa, who scored the second goal, Prince of Goals, Ajimon Puku, and the likes of ACN, they were in the Napia. These were top guys against people like Said Keita, who were coached by the late Stephen Keshi. And I remember back then we had a very solid team. But coming up in this game against Mali have a good form. In their last two games against Black Stars in the qualifier, we've lost 3 goals. You can see that our pack is very, very leaky. And we've brought in some new guys. That's debutant Sulemana Ibrahim and Brandon Asante. Brandon Asante, I won't say he had a very good season for West Bromwich Albion, but with Sulemana, I watch his progress. He's from the Oliver Atta agency, and I know him very well. Had a very good game, had a very good season with Cagliari. Helped the team to survive. He played almost all the games, 36 matches. Had a very stellar performance. And if you look at the kind of form that we have, from all indications in terms of our back, we are really leaking a lot of goals in the forward line. We are scoring goals. An informed Kudus, the return of Thomas Partey. Let's see what he can do. But if you look at the lineup, from all indications, from what I'm hearing about the lineup, you have Tariq Lamptey as the right back, left back Gideon Mensah. I'm here to see what he can do in terms of moving forward. His crosses have not really been it's not really been impressive. For me, we have Jiku, Salisu will be in there. I think Amate has been dropped also. And I'm seeing Pate and Elisha Owusu playing them in that midfield role with Mohamed Kudus, Isaku Fatal, and we might see Usman Bakari or the return of Kamadin Sulemana, who have not really seen a lot about him, even though his team that Southampton qualified to the Premier League. And Antoine Semenyo had a very stellar performance this season. And I think I'm just hoping and praying that we see some progression in this with this starting lineup, because this is a Mali team. In as much as they are missing Yves Bissouma, El Bilal Toure is in there, Sinyanoko, who had a very good form for AJ Oxlade. He is the reason why AJ Oxlade got promoted from League Two. El Bilal Toure helped Atalanta win the Europa League, even though Lukman was the talk of town in that finals. But with this Mali team, Haidara had a very stellar performance for RB Leipzig. You could see that there's a progression for this Mali team. They maintained their coach, Eric Chelle, reappointed Otto Addo. But I'm here to see the tactical ideas Otto Addo is going to fill in or let us know. He said in his press conference that it's not results he's looking for, but good football. But for me personally, good football will not really cut it, because it's the result that we need. That's why I always like the philosophy of Jose Mourinho. It is the result which is important. That will bring you trophies. And with this World Cup qualifier, it is something that we need. Mali don't have a good form against us. In the last 10 games, we've beaten them 5 times. We've drawn with them 3 times, and we've lost against them twice. But in our last previous encounters, we've lost, and we've lost woefully. 3 goals in each in the last 2 games that we played against Mali. This is a team who have kept a core of their youth boys who won the African Under 20, did well in the World Cup back in 2019. So this is a team that we've seen a lot of youth development. Samaseko is in there. Diarra, their goalkeeper, is also in there. Yves Busima is the only major, and they've given Fofana has also decided to represent Mali instead of France. So which is a very good thing for this Mali team. I'm seeing a 4-2-3-1 formation from Mali side, and these Malians they like to play a lot of long balls because they have a lot of tall players in there. Sinarogo sits at 6.2, so you can see clearly what he can do when it comes to the crosses. And as you can see, Ghana, our last game against Mozambique in the AFCON, our goals came from corners and even set pieces. We have been very woeful at the back. In terms of scoring, Kudus are doing the tricks for us. Antoine Semenyo recently has been in top form in terms of scoring for us, but in terms of defending, that is our major concern. I'm here to see what Adu can do, especially with our back four, which have been very, very shaky because we've been conceding. In our last 2 games, conceded 4 goals, and all those goals were avoidable goals, making unnecessary and careless fouls. Look at the match against Nigeria, for instance, where we considered needless penalties. So with this game, playing away at Mali with our form, and you can imagine Comoros is leading on our group. And because this is a team, this is a group where we are supposed to have Mali and Ghana to be leading. But this is a case whereby we are the ones, I think we are just above Central African Republic, whom we are going to meet after our Mali game. I'm just hoping that we can do something this evening. With Otoado's, with what he did at the World Cup, I'm not really convinced, but let's see what he can do. Our last 2 games, we should have seen a path, an analysis, a style of play, which we can say, that, okay, there's a progression, but we are not seeing that. I'm just hoping and praying that we can even get a draw because this is a Mali team who really want to qualify to the World Cup because they've never qualified to the World Cup before. If you look at the group, Ghana is the only experienced team in terms of World Cup in there. So the experience should count for us. But in this case, with the crop of players and the tactical play we are playing, I'm very skeptical about our performance or our chances in this AFCON because everything depends on this match against Mali. If we're able to do well, then I see hope in there. But if Mali is able to do well, I think Mali will just ride over us and might be the one to qualify. But the World Cup is 2026 in America, Canada. A lot of Ghanaians want us to qualify. A lot of us want to qualify because we know that we are going to get the visas and go there to go and cheer the Black Stars up. See what we did at Qatar 2021. I'm just hoping that we can do the same. But with this form and the kind of players that we have, I just shudder to say that we might not do well against Man because we are playing away with our recent form. I just don't want to talk too much. I hope you guys, I think in about 30 minutes time, we'll see what the players can do. Let's just pray that Otto Addo and his boys can do the magic. Go Black Stars, go.